Hola, buenos dias. So for this video, we're going to be looking at some verbs in Spanish that can be used in a reciprocal fashion. What that means is that we're going to see people doing things to or with each other, basically. To remind you, though, just how to conjugate verbs in that are reflexive, I've given you a few common reflexive verbs. We've got like levantarse, ducharse, ponerse, lavarse. You'll notice that they all end in this se right here. So when you see that, you've got a reflexive verb. Then we got lavarse in the present tense to just kind of remind you how to conjugate them. I take that se off of the end of lavar right here, and I'm going to put it in front, and I'll change it to me, te, se, nos, os, or se, depending on who is doing it. And then I just conjugate what's left over. So like lavar, which is just a normal AR verb in the present tense, goes to lavo for the O form. So me lavo is like I wash myself. I'd use that for saying like I wash my hands. Me lavo las manos. And it just kind of goes down like that. But today we're just going to focus on the right-hand side of the chart with the nosotros, vosotros, and ellos, ellas, ustedes form of the verb. And this is not going down. What is happening? All right. So some common reflexive verbs that you guys might see are saludarse, encontrarse, besarse, ayudarse, abrazarse. Encontrarse happens to be a stem-changing verb. I forgot to put that on there. So just a couple examples here. We have mi esposa y yo nos abrazamos cuando yo llego a casa. My spouse and I hug each other when I arrive to the house. So this verb right here, the nos abrazamos, we're hugging each other. So it's like we're doing the action to each other. That's why it's reciprocal, kind of like we're reciprocating each other's actions. And the other example I give you are los estudiantes se saludan en la clase. So the students greet each other in the class. They're doing that to each other. There are verbs though that you can take that typically aren't seen as reflexive verbs. Like if you see hablar, normally it's just hablar, but I can use it in the same fashion as I use these verbs up here. So a couple examples are like hablar, ver, and mirar. So I give you two sentences with a couple of those. Ellos se hablan por la noche. So that'd be like saying they talk to each other at night. If I took the se away right here and just say ellos hablan por la noche, that'd be they talk at night, but it doesn't have the implication that they're talking to each other. So adding this se in there means they're doing it to each other. And then with mirar, nos miramos en la cafetería después de las clases. We see each other in the cafeteria after classes. And then with ver, you can kind of do the same thing, basically, as mirar. So most verbs you can do this with, which is kind of cool. If you want to practice this a little bit, I've got 5 sentences, and you can pause the video really quick. Maybe just say the answers out loud to yourself, and then I'm going to tell you what they are in about 2 seconds. So pause the video if you want to do that. Okay, so number 1 would be mis amigos y yo siempre nos saludamos en la cafetería. So that means my friends and I always greet each other in the cafeteria. Número 2, los maestros se ayudan con las lecciones. The teachers help each other with the lessons. 3, Sr. Mills y yo nos chateamos durante la clase. So we chat with each other during the class. 4, los estudiantes se conocen bien. They know each other well. And then 5, Ethan y su amigo se escriben mucho. They write each other a lot. So basically these reciprocal reflexives are just people doing things to each other. They're hugging each other, they're saying hi, or they're seeing each other, watching each other, greeting each other, hugging each other, etc. It's just people doing things to each other. That's the idea of these reciprocal reflexives. Again, this document will be available to you in the description of the video. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Hasta luego.